Welcome, everybody. I'm Tom Leander, a broadcaster with the Suns. As I get started, I'd like to say hello to some special guests who are here this afternoon, some good friends of mine as well. I'm going to start with AA Alvin Adams, Suns Ring of Honor member, is here. Suns alum John Shoemate. Big Daddy Mark West. Ced Ceballos. Ring of Honor member Kevin Johnson is with us. Thunder Dan Marley and his lovely wife Debney. Is Debney here? Nope. Not here. My first mistake of many. And I think it's the only Hall of Famer in the hall, Ann Myers Drysdale. I'd also like to welcome the Mayor of Phoenix, Kate Gallego. Thank you for coming. District 8 Council Member, Carlos Garcia. And City Manager, Jeff Barton. Thank you again all for being here. So apparently there's a big game in town, I think the Super Bowl, but there are some big things happening with the Suns and Mercury organizations as yesterday the NBA approved the sale of the teams to Mat Ishbia. So we are here to celebrate new beginnings, and also I think we should celebrate the fact that the Suns won last night in Brooklyn. So Matt, that makes you undefeated as Suns governor. Many more wins to come. As you probably know by now, Matt is a very successful businessman. He's also a hooper. He was a walk-on at Michigan State and was part of their national championship team in 2000. And one of his teammates is a former Sun, Jason Richardson. And Jay Rich was recently asked, what should we here in Phoenix expect to get from Mat Ishbia? He said, incredible passion, a very upbeat attitude, and certainly he's going to develop a family atmosphere. Matt's family is here. We'd like to welcome all of them, his brother, his mom and dad. I think Jeff and Joanne are here as well. There they are. I should have figured you were in the front row. Thank you all so much for being here. So, let's give Matt and his family a big Phoenix warm welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you. Thank you very much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. So honored to be here. I'm not much of a stand in the podium guy, so but thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. What an honor to be here in the city. Couldn't be more excited to be part of it with all of you guys. And so, I'm really excited to talk about a handful of things today and at the same time take any questions and talk about things at the end. But first and foremost, I want to just say how honored I am. People say, Matt and with my brother Justin and a lot of the other partners that I'm the new owner. I look at it as a community asset. I'm not the owner of the Suns and the Mercury. I'm the steward of it. My job is to do great things for the community. It's a community asset, and we're going to do some great things, not only in the community, but with fan experience and just doing the right thing all the time. And so I'm extremely excited about it. It's not Mat Ishbia, it's a team. And everything and anyone that's ever been successful knows it's a team game. Basketball's a team game, all sports are a team game, but life's a team game. And so I'm glad to have my family here with me. I've got my 3 kids, my brother, my parents, my ex-wife's here too. Everyone's here together. We stay as a family. We're here together as a team, and I'm proud to now bring my family here to be part of your family. So it's a true honor. So, my life has been completely tied to basketball, right? So I know you've played basketball at Michigan State. It's an overstatement. I sat on the bench at Michigan State, and it was a great experience. I played there. I was a good high school player and then walked on at Michigan State under Tom Izzo, and we went to 3 Final Fours, won a national championship. But that was done based on a team and family culture. Basketball is my life, a huge part of my life, always has been. And so when I realized I wasn't good enough to be in the NBA, how could I one day maybe play, instead of playing in the NBA, maybe own a team? And I didn't know how realistic that was, but when you set big goals, you say win, what's important now, and you start working towards them. And so I'm honored to be here and be part of it with you guys. Basketball's been a huge part of my life. Now, the success and the things that go on, nothing gets done alone. And so I'm a team guy, and so I know you might not want to hear all the people I want to thank, but I have to thank a lot of people that have got me here, because no one in anything in life has done anything alone. It's always a team game. And so first, start off with Adam Silver in the NBA. They welcomed me. The owners, what an honor. They've treated me so well. They've talked to me even before I was an owner. They were helping me achieve this dream. And so Adam Silver and the whole NBA executive team, along with owners, have been amazing to me. And so that's been a huge, huge part. I'm so welcome and lucky to be called in partners now. The Phoenix community. So the most exciting one, which I didn't know how to, I feel so welcomed, whether it's from people reaching out to me, whether it's social media. I can't thank the Phoenix community enough for welcoming me, my family, to the Valley. I couldn't be more excited about it. And the warm welcome I have felt, I'm excited about it. Hopefully it lasts if we ever lose a game. I know we're 1-0, but honestly, what an honor. And this organization, the Mercury and the Suns, has amazing history. We got a lot of the superstars. I mean, I'm looking at these guys. I'm looking out here that I looked up to and idolized as a kid, because I grew up in the generations with all you guys dominating and playing great things. It's such an honor to see these people here and with me. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you all the people that have showed up for this day. I do want to thank Robert Sarver. He chose me to be the next owner, and I think he did a really nice job of trying to think what was best for the community. I think he had great intentions, and I'm proud to be the next owner, along with my other new partners, which I'm really honored that there's 13 other partners. Now I've added my brother and my father, but they all wanted to stay in. And that's more a tribute to the Phoenix community, the Mercury and the Suns, than anything, more than me, is they all said, I don't want to sell my shares. I want to stay in and be part of this family and this team with you, Matt, and with the community. And so I'm really honored. So I want to thank them as well for being here with me. A couple other things, the Phoenix executive team, the new leaders. So I got a chance to talk to the people that work at the company, the Suns and the Mercury a little bit, obviously some people that are traveling, but the people that are here, and they've been so welcoming to me. So the Phoenix executive team, they've been great to work with. They set up this amazing press conference, and actually, can we give them a round of applause for putting this all together? I mean, what a great job by everyone. It's not easy to set this stuff up and make it, and to make me look good is hard. So hopefully I look average at least, and I'm doing okay. But also just want to shout out, a couple people on my team that have really helped make this happen. From Paul Rivers, David Zaks, Tim Kirby. These people helped make this a reality. From Peter Zern, who's an attorney, and along with Adam Mendelson, people that have made an impact to help me get here, that are part of my team. And then the last two groups I want to really hit on is Michigan State basketball, Tom Izzo. He made a huge impact on my life. So I learned so much from Coach Izzo on team, on family, but also on straight up work ethic. Outwork everybody. And that's a big part of my mentality, which we'll talk about in a second when I give you a little bit of thoughts on the vision before I take questions. But Tom Izzo has been a huge part, a huge impact on my life. My people at UWM, my leadership team there and everything. I'm a mortgage guy, and mortgages people don't think are that much fun, but we have a lot of fun doing things there, and we've been pretty successful with it. And the last thing is my parents. My parents, Jeff and Joanne Ishbia, wouldn't be here without them. What amazing people they are. I've learned so much. My mom's a teacher, my dad's a lawyer, learned so much from them. And my big brother, Justin, he's my best friend, but at the same time, he has a different business mind. He's going to be my partner in this, and we're really excited about that. Actually, I'd love to actually have Justin. Why don't Justin, you give him my brother, come up and talk for a second. I'd love you guys to meet my brother.
Pleasure to meet all of you. I'm Justin Ishbia, Matt's brother. He's always a tough act to follow in so many ways. The Phoenix community, you welcomed us. Just in a few days, your passion for the Suns and the Mercury is clear. We can't wait to be part of what you have built and hopefully take to new levels. I want to take you back to the mid-'90s. I think a lot of us can relate to and having an older brother and younger brother playing basketball in the backyard, playing one-on-one. Our games, Matt and I, Matt was Magic Johnson, I was Larry Bird. We played back and forth. We pushed each other. We fought back and forth. And in those early days, I was 14, he was 12. It became clear to me I was not going to the NBA. But Matt didn't know that yet. So he kept playing, and he hustled, and he was a fabulous basketball player in high school. He averaged 25 points a game, and he was a star on and off the court. I went off to college, and I came back one day. And it was early, and he was out 8 a.m. shooting baskets over. My dad made a makeshift pole, and a little hand went over that. And Matt was shooting over a guy, a pretend person, that was 8 feet tall. And I said, Matt, nobody in high school is 8 feet tall. What are you doing? He said, I'm going to be in the NBA one day. And I know he really believed it. And I think a couple years later, I think, as Matt said, we both realized that we would not be playing the NBA, but it's been his dream and my dream to be here in some way. And so many years later, we're honored to be able to bring our family to your community and be part of it for many years going forward. We believe in a lot of fun. Matt and I are fans. We are fans at our heart. We want to win and have a great community impact. That's what we're really excited about. So we're excited to combine family and fun and winning together. That's what us and Ishbia's family stand for. I think my parents, mom, dad, we love you guys so much. Thank you for welcoming us to the community, and looking forward to many great days ahead. Thank you.
And so, thank you, Justin, for the kind words and the great remarks. Last, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of things, vision, and I'll take a lot of questions. First, I can't not thank my 3 wonderful children. I actually want to bring them up for a quick second and give me a hug. Ben, Jamie, and Joey, come on up real quick. And thank you. And family, my ex-wife allowed them to come in and wanted to come with me, so we all spend time together. We still are a family. These are my 3 wonderful kids. They love basketball. I coach them. Maybe not that good, but we do well together. All right, thank you guys. I love you. Go. Thank you guys. All right, so a couple quick things, and I'm taking questions because I know I want to make this, concise and make sure. But the big thing for me and for us, as the steward of these amazing organizations, the Mercury and the Suns, is what's the goal? What are we trying to accomplish? Okay, and so a lot of people say the goal is to win and champion. Let me get to that. The first thing is I want to think big. I want to think, how do we make this the elite franchises in the NBA and WNBA? I want to make it so that everyone looks at the Mercury and the Suns as the best. What does that mean? Best in class from fan experience, community engagement, culture, like best in winning. We got to win to be the best. How do we make it the best, right? And so those are the things that we have the vision for. And I'm quite honestly, with the tradition and a lot of the success in the past, back from Jerry Colangelo, who's obviously a legend and done amazing things, all the way through to today, it's been amazing. But I want us to be the best in class, the elite franchises in the NBA and WNBA. And so there's 4 focuses. And I'd already talked to the team about it, so this is not new to them. There's going to be 4 focuses that we're going to think about here in Phoenix. And by the way, once we figure these out, we're going to figure out how to keep getting better and add things to it. But, this is not Matt's vision. This is going to be our vision, not only the Phoenix Suns and Mercury, but hopefully the community, right? The first thing is, I got to start with our people here. I don't call them employees, I call them team members. The culture. So I built a mortgage company from 12 people to 7,000 people. We are the #1 mortgage company in America. It's all because of my people. We have no patents. We have no technology that no one else can build. We don't have like a special interest rate discount. We just have better people. And we have what my vision and our vision is, we want to get the best people to join the Suns and Mercury. We want to train them, coach them, be the best version of themselves, and then treat them so well they never want to leave. And that's what we're going to do here. The culture, we're going to go forward and make some changes and make this thing one of the best places to work across the country. And that's a big part of success, because you can't win without happy people. You can't win unless your people care. You can't do anything unless you have great people. And so first, we're starting with culture and team member experience. Second thing, we're going to dominate the fan experience. I'm a fan, so like growing up, my dad would take us, whether we sit in the upper deck or we get to the lower deck or whatever, and like a player waved to us. Like that was like the birthday present and the best thing ever. Like we're going to make sure the fan experience, not only from the players, but when we're getting concessions, are people smiling? When you walk in the door, security, people saying hello, the ticket, like everyone's going to be part of it. It's got to be an amazing fan experience. We can't win all the games, but we can win every kid's heart and every person's mindset every single game. We're going to make it a fun experience even when we lose, right? So understanding the fan experience is second. Third thing is community impact. We are going to make amazing community impact across this community, across this great state and beyond. And so how do we do those things? How do we make, once again, this is the community asset. So how do we not use this platform to impact the community in a positive way? We will do that, whether it's from hospitals to donations to all different things, to doing things for kids. Like we're going to do a massive community impact. And the fourth thing to make this the elite franchise is we're going to win. We're going to win in everything we do, not just on the court, off the court as well. Right? We're going to try to win a sponsorship deal. We're going to try to win the heart of that kid. We're going to try to win every game we can win. We're going to try to win championships, but we can't win every year. But I promise you, we're going to try. We're going to try to win everything we can do. In my business, I've never focused on money. We focused on doing those 4 things. Success is the key. Money always has followed. We're not sitting here focused on money. Nobody cares about money. We focus on winning, community impact, culture, and fan experience. And guess what happens? A lot of success follows. Money follows success, not the other way around. And so that's what the vision we think of for Phoenix. I'm excited to be part of it. I'm excited to be part of it with all of you guys. And I can't thank you enough for welcoming me, because I had no idea. I'm from Michigan. Right? How was everyone going to welcome me? And I can't, not only from the former players to the partners to all the fans to all the media, it's been an amazing, amazing experience so far. And I can't wait to really roll my sleeves up, dig in with all of you guys, listen, learn, find out what we can do, and make changes and make things better along the lines of making this the elite franchises in the NBA and WNBA. So with that, I'm going to pause and take some questions. I'm happy to take any questions about anything and look forward to answering anyone's thoughts. So go ahead.
Hey, Matt. Kellen Olson, Arizona Sports. Welcome to the Valley.
Thank you. Nice
with
to meet
the
you.
unique timing of your arrival a day before the trade deadline, the fan base is very eager to learn some of your philosophies when it comes to team building. So with that in mind, what is your willingness to expand the luxury tax bill for the team for the sake of potentially improving the team, not only at the deadline, of course, but in the years coming?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I appreciate it. And so, once again, one of the 4 things we just talked about, winning, right? First off, I love our team. Give credit, by the way, James Jones is here, and his leadership team, like all these guys, they've done a heck of a job, right? They've done a heck of a job building an amazing team. I'm not walking into a team so I feel like we can compete right now with exactly what we have. With that being said, my belief system is about how do we focus on winning? Can we improve our chances of winning a championship? Can we do things to make sure that, but I'm not just a short-term thinker. I'm also a long-term thinker, right? I'm going to be here for 40, 50 years. You guys are going to get sick of me. I'm going to be around a long time. And so I know you can't win every single day, but we're going to try. And so we are very active. And the way we look at it is, how do we improve our team? I'm not going to be sitting here counting the dollars, right? We're going to focus on how do we improve our team. And if there's a way to improve our team, we're going to look at doing it. But we're not going to sacrifice long-term for short-term, right? But we are going to try to win every day. And so hopefully that answers the question. Thank you.
Matt, Gerald Bourget with PHNX Sports. Hi, welcome to the Valley.
Hey, all right, thank you. Nice to meet you.
I had a question. Last night, there was obviously the report about Isaiah Thomas, which has since been debunked, given what you've said about the team member experience and the way that a lot of fans and employees here were kind of jaded by the work conditions here under the prior regime. My question is twofold. Will Thomas be involved at all? And number 2, what is kind of your message to those fans and employees as far as how things are going to work moving forward?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So, I don't read all the reports, but the way I look at it is this. Isaiah Thomas is a great friend of mine, right? And I have a lot of great friends. Isaiah Thomas is someone that knows basketball inside and out. He's not someone that I have in a role or have an established role. I think that was reported there's some role. There's no role for Isaiah at this time. My belief system is this. I'm coming in. There's no changes. Like I try to explain to the team upstairs, like I know our CEO is no longer with us. I don't plan on coming in and making changes today. I come in listening, learning, humbly. Like I'm a mortgage guy. I love basketball. I love business. So I feel like it can be pretty good. But the next 60, 90, 120 days is about listening and learning. And you're going to hear a lot of things about, so I have a little different background where I'm very involved with basketball. I have a lot of great friends in basketball. I know you mentioned Isaiah, but I'm friends with Magic Johnson. I have connections with Tom Izzo. If you read all the things I've heard that will happen, I mean, we'd have 72 people, running the company with me here that you've never met. So how about the way I always tell people is, I will be direct, I will be transparent. When I'm going to hire someone or bring someone on, you'll hear it from me first. Don't listen to the rumors, because you'll hear it from me. You can just call me and ask me. I'll pick up the phone and say, nope, we're not doing that. Or, hey, we're thinking about this in the future. Here's what we're looking at. But there's nothing happening right now. Thank you for the question. Great.
Hey, Matt. Mark McClune, 3TV CBS 5.
Sorry,
welcome
I'm sorry, I
to
couldn't
town.
hear your first name.
Hey, Mark McClune, 3TV CBS 5. Welcome to town.
Mark, thank you.
Just curious, as this deal is closed, how much you have been able to dig in and kind of help make the decisions here leading up to the trading deadline, and how involved you will be in the basketball day-to-day.
Well, so with both the Mercury and the Sun, so listen, I'm a believer of great people, empower them, support them in every way they can so they can make the right decisions. I think we've got great people leading the Mercury organization and great people leading the Suns organization from a basketball perspective and from a business perspective. And so how active and involved, I mean, I'm involved because I'm in the weeds. I roll my sleeves up, I can get in the dirt. I love being involved with everything. However, I know that, if you're asking me about a player here, James watches the film, he's watched 100 hours of them. I watch the game like you did, right? And so we look at it a little differently. However, I do have a basketball mind where I think I can be valuable. But at the same time, I'm empowering my people to make decisions. I'm going to obviously be very active and involved with it. But at the same time, my job as a leader is to put the right people in place, give them all the resources and support they can have to be successful, and then let them do a great job. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dave King with Bright Side of the Sun. Matt,
How are you?
thank you. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have a question follow up on that. You have a reputation as a very hands-on CEO, always around. You take, we heard about you take Thursdays so you can just walk around to different departments. How are you going to do that kind of management across the country? How do you plan on really putting your imprint on this team from a distance?
Yeah, great question. Thank you for the question. And so, I'm very hands-on. I love to, as you mentioned, my Thursdays in my office at UWM, I don't take meetings. I walk around. I talk to people, not talking to my leaders. I talk to people that are actually doing the jobs, find out what's going on, and find out how we can make things better. That's how I've improved. That's like going and creating work for myself to go get us better. And so I plan on doing the same thing in Phoenix. However, as you point out, I'm not going to physically live here. I got these 3 wonderful children. I live in Michigan. However, I'll be out here quite a bit. I'm the CEO of a publicly traded company, and I love that. I love the mortgage business. I'm going to be dominating that. We're the largest mortgage company in the country. I'm going to continue to do that. However, I will be very active, very engaged. And I think at the beginning, how do I make sure we set the right tone and culture? But once again, surrounding myself with great people. I started this whole thing off about team and family and all. That's what makes a difference. It's not going to be a Mat Ishbia show. It's going to be a Phoenix Suns and Mercury show. It's going to be a team, a we show, not an I show. And so with my brother, he's active, I'm active, along with, we got other partners too. And we got other people that are part of it, that have done great things. We have other owners that are alternate governors. I've had Sam Garvin, I know John. Like, we have people that are around. And I already got great leadership in place. And so we are going to make some changes once we figure out what those are. But right now, I believe knowledge creates confidence, and confidence creates success. I don't have the knowledge to know what things we're going to do, but I'm going to be in the weeds, and it's going to be, I'm going to be traveling a little bit more back and forth and being involved, especially as we get this thing going. Thank you for the question.
Matt, Richard Sines, Fox 10 here in Phoenix.
Hi, Rich. Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you.
You kind of touched on this current team and then the job James Jones has done in kind of building this team. When you looked at the potential purchase of this team and you looked at how good the franchise is now and the history that this franchise has had, going to the finals several times, how much did that add to the excitement of being able to purchase this particular franchise as opposed to any other franchise?
Yeah, well, this, just to be clear, this particular franchise was the target, right? This is not they're for sale. This was, I can't believe they're for sale. I'm so excited about the Mercury and the Suns, and how can I be involved? And so a lot of people ask me, it looks like you paid. Like, I was going to go get this team. This is the dream city, the dream opportunity, the dream organizations. And, in my head, I couldn't believe it became available. And I'm 43 years old. I'm so excited it did. And so I guess the way I answer that question is, did it have something to do with it? Absolutely it did. I mean, this city, I think, is unbelievable, right? And for me, I'm from Michigan. For me to come out here in the winter, I'm going to be out here, back to your last question, I'll be out here a lot, unless you want to come up to the snow with me. So, it made a big impact. This is not just another NBA team, right? This is the Phoenix Suns, the Phoenix Mercury, right? Great history, great tradition, great former players. At the same time, great community and opportunity. And I'm really excited about it. That's why when this became an opportunity, my brother and I and my father, we said, no matter what, that's the one. We're going now, and let's go figure out how to do it. And it takes what it takes. It's the saying we have at our company, like, pay $4 billion, it takes what it takes. I want to be part of this with you guys. Hopefully you guys recognize how much passion and love I have behind basketball, but also the Mercury and the Suns because of that. Thank you for the question. Good.
Hi, Baxter Holmes with ESPN.
Hi, Baxter.
Who do you expect to lean on to adjust to your role now as an NBA owner, a new position, whether it's other owners, people around the league, people outside of the league?
Yeah, great question. So first off, Baxter, the way I think about it is, I've never done this before, right? But I'm gonna roll my sleeves up and dig in. That's first. Second off, you got to use your resources. So that's why, former NBA players, other NBA owners, everyone, like, by the way, I'll ask people around, I run a mortgage shop with 7,000 people. It's not, don't only talk to the executives or other mortgage winners. I talk to people that, are the security guards. I talk to people, I'm going to figure out how to be great at this with my team. And so the answer to the question is like, I'll lean on a lot of external people, but at the same time, I'm going to start with our internal people and say, hey, how do we do this? How do we make this an amazing place? Not just for basketball, for Suns and Mercury, but also even the arena. Like, how do we make this like how do we do all those things tied to those 4 things? And so I don't have like, hey, Matt's going to call Jenny Smith every day. Like, who's going to call? Like, Matt, I don't have a person that I'm going to tell you. However, I have a lot of people, and I mentioned some of them earlier with basketball background, but also outside of basketball. I got my brother, my dad. I got my, I got family, I got people, but at the same time, there's a lot of basketball people I'm close to. And to be honest, the owners, like, it's really cool how amazing they've been connecting to me. I know outside of the, let's talk about a trade, let's put that aside, everything else is like, let me help you. Let me help you. And that's a cool part to be part of that they all think like we're a partnership, we're a team. And so I have a lot of resources to use that. Thank you for the question.
Dana Scott from Arizona Republic.
How are you?
Congratulations on
Thank you.
the acquisition. So I'm wondering, what some of the things you learned from Tom Izzo and evaluating talent that you're looking to apply to this Suns team?
Well, so good question on evaluating talent. Once again, I'm on sports side. We got Jim Pittman and James on the Suns side. Like, they evaluate talent in their teams, and we got scouts and we got great people from a basketball player perspective. But the things that I look at and value that maybe are a little different than what other people look at is leadership, culture, amazing work ethic, and amazing attitude. And so I want leaders. I want people to do the right thing all the time, right? Like, I look at players, and we got players on our team that high-fiving fans, doing the right things, come in early, stay late. Like, work ethic, attitude, and leadership traits are a big thing. When I played, and actually, like, leadership drives a lot of success. And so those are the 3 or 4 things I look at when I'm evaluating talent. But that's not just basketball. That's chief marketing officer, right? That's, security. Like, I look at those things. And work ethic and attitude are things that built my business on at UWM, because I know that every person controls that every day. How hard they want to work, how positive they're going to be, because a lot of things happen. Having the right attitude and mindset is a big part of the success. So those are the things I really value as a leader and as an owner of a business, and also as the steward for the Mercury Suns in the arena. Thank you for the question.
All right, we have time for one final question.
One question, okay.
Kent Summers with the Arizona Republic. Just to follow up on the Isaiah Thomas question, you said there's no role for him at this time. Are you leaving it open that there could be in the future?
So here's what I'll say. There's a role for you in the future. There's a role for anyone in the future. The way I look at it is, it's like, I have no plans. Like, people are like, when I see things tweeted out, and I'm learning quick, right? I'm learning, like, I have no plans for anybody to come into my organization at this time, right? Until I evaluate what we've got. Whether it's, you personally, whether you say Isaiah Thomas, whether you say like any name you want to use, Magic Johnson. You've seen, if you probably followed really closely, the amount of people I've looked to hire supposedly and that are coming to Phoenix has been, there's been at least 15 people that have been tied to me. And what I'll tell you is this, and the good part you'll learn about me, and maybe the PR people will love this about me, is like, I'm extremely, extremely transparent. When I have an idea and you think I'm going to do something, you'll hear from me. I'll tell you exactly, and I'll tell you why. And I'm focusing on winning, community, fan experience, and culture. And if I feel like anybody, whether it's a marketing person, an executive, a former NBA player, a new owner, like even people want to join the ownership group, you got to understand and have the same vision. And so I'll let you know when we look to hire someone. I promise you it will not come out via any tweet, and no one will know about it until it gets announced by me. And you can always call me and ask me, and I'll tell you the truth about what's going on. But there's no people that we're hiring at this time. Thank you for the question. So I'll finish up. I'm going to turn it back over to Tom, but thank you once again. I really appreciate it. I know I'm going to get a couple pictures with my family and some people, but thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you can feel my passion and excitement and energy, and I'm so proud to be part of this with you guys, and we're going to have a heck of a time doing great things with the Mercury and the Suns for years and years to come. So I'll turn it back over to Tom. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Great job.
Thank you.
All right. I saved one final shout out for the end. Another Ring of Honor member, Tom Chambers, is here, and I saved that for last because he and I do all the broadcasts together, and I kind of knew after listening to Matt that we're going to be even more energized with all of our shows moving forward. So Matt, thank you very much. Thank you for all the great questions. We will have a reception here in the pavilion, so that is open to all of you. Thank you once again for being here. Go Suns.